Okay guys, welcome back. Want to talk a little bit about the winter feeding ration. The stock fields are gone. The alfalfa field is mowed off. The cows are out grazing on the side hill there. That was the clover field this year, so they're picking around there, but they're back here into the winter lot. And the thing I want to talk about here is that I always keep 2 bale rings out. And the 2 bale rings serve the purpose of alternating feed. So for my herd of cows here, they always have 2 bales out. And grass hay is one of the feeders, and then the other feeder has one of the improved forages. The mother cows, they're all on these, their diet are these baled forages that we have. And so because of the drought and that we were short on the grass hay this year, well, we were short on everything. But I did bale the Sudan and cowpea and soybean hay. And irony of ironies, it turns out that the cows like that hay the best of everything. They will go to it before the alfalfa or the clover or even the short grass hay that we made. And so what we do is I try and keep a grass bale in front of them, and then I give them one of the improved forage bales, whether it be the clover, the alfalfa, or the Sudan cowpea. And right now I'm trying to feed up the Sudan cowpea hay first before the really cold weather sets in. We did have a cold November, but it wasn't brutal yet. When the brutal weather comes and the storms come, that's when I like to be feeding the alfalfa and clover, and I will constantly vary the diet. So at one time they'll get a grass bale and a clover bale. The next time I feed them, they'll get an alfalfa bale or a Sudan bale or what have you. But I like to keep rotating the feed. Over here, that's my little pen for catching the heifers, and this year I only put 2 new heifers into the herd, but I have got them trained, and the second and third calf heifers, I'm still letting them come in, and they get a little bite of corn, probably 4 or 5 pounds a day. But my little last year after we had those 2 breech calves, I went and bought that head gate. And by combining the head gate and the wall there, we're able to have a real good calving pen, and the heifers are also trained to come in this pen because they're eating corn. Just part of the management. So there is they're eating on one of the Sudan bales that got a little bit hot. That's the black core of the bale. But they're out of grass hay, and so it's making the mothers go work a little bit. Now I'll show you my surprise. Okay guys, uh, Dad has been after me trying to get me to have a dairy cow for years, but I was not a big fan of dairy cows because when we were kids, there were 7 of us, and we always had a milk cow, and you became the milking person by being on the trouble list. And so as a child, I spent a fair amount of time milking the cow, and not a big fan of milk cows. I was never a big consumer of milk, although some of my brothers and sisters were. Orly, you're just sniffing me. So this is a dairy calf, and it came with that right there, Mama. Anyway, my kids, who are the 2 oldest, are teenagers now, made a deal with Dad, and they acquired a milk cow. She's probably half brown Swiss, half beef. But that works pretty good with this management strategy, where we up during the day. Once a day, and they come together. What do you do? Anyway, so the kids have unlimited milk now, and Jet got him a new little friend to play with here. Orly's real friendly, aren't you, Orly? Anyway, the looking out down in the valley there, the rye, we were so cold this fall that the rye did not get enough growth to graze on that field. And so we will see what the weather does to us in the spring, but we'll try and raise a little bit in the spring before we start working it up to plant corn. Anyway, guys, hope things are going well. Thanks for watching.